'90s because I look at '90s as like not the blueprint, like the prototype. I was
gonna literally say the blueprint myself. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When you get into battle raps and stuff like that, what is like your main approach? And like, do you? Because I feel like sometimes you go first, you shoot the first shot. Now I could be wrong because I'll be getting into it a little bit late. Now, do you shoot the first shot because you wanna get a little feedback, or do you want to bait? Like, what's your angles when you go for these rap battles?
Well, see, so look, on some real shit, with the Samson shit, is the first time I've taken the first shot.
Okay.
Like, as far as just because, like, all right, let me break it down. My first, like, YouTube battle was with Grizzy Hendrix on Michelle Show's platform. And the reason how that happened, it was because we were having a discussion of something about on Twitter. And, you know, Grizzy, my nigga, shout out to Grizzy, but Grizzy be talking shit. And we in the middle of a discussion, and he like, man, you don't even rap good enough to even have this type of opinion on yada yada. So I was like, oh, okay, so we disrespecting the pen games now. Okay. So I'm like, all right, so we gonna move it to the booth. So then I, you know what I'm saying, I did what I did. So I don't look at that as like I fired the first shot. Like, you don't disrespect my pen game and then think I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Like, I feel like that ain't.
And that's part of being an MC.
I battled
that's part of being an MC.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. After that, I battled New Future Flash, and he took the first shot because he made a diss track against me and Grizzy. And then I battled him. And then I called out Knoxhill on Twitter. I called him out on Twitter, and he let his fans argue for him, like, for like probably like a day, and then he blocked me. And then about a couple weeks later, he dropped that kill shot freestyle that he did with those coincidental ass subliminal shots that just happened to not be about me, but just sounded like it sounds like the shit is about. Like, he used my nickname and my name.
Shit, he said Dotta, I might have to hear this now.
bro, like, and I'm like, okay. So then I returned fire, and then I sent the shot back. And with the Ren shit, we planned the battle.
Okay.
We planned for me to drop on this one day, and then he dropped on another day.
All right.
So, you know, I feel like with the Samson shit, it's the first time I've ever taken the shot first.
Okay.
As somebody just out of nowhere.
Now it's funny you actually mentioned the Ren battle, because I wanted to touch base on it. So we're in the battle part of the discussion a little bit. I love talking rap battles anyway. So, you know, with the Ren battle, I'm glad you said it was playing, because I was like, I don't know if this feels as like, you know, as authentic as I want it to be, because I'm just like, you went with the beat and then Ren went acapella. Was you surprised that Ren went acapella? Because I was too, because I was like, all right, this is a little different approach, and then you have to have a different ear towards it versus if you went beat for beat. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that was like a draw just because it was two different angles and two different styles where it wasn't evenly matched, in my opinion.
That was, I said it in my breakdown, that was my fault, because I thought that what he meant was not what he meant. When we set up to do the battle, he said he wanted to do it like how he did it, the way he did it. But what I thought he meant was, because then there was a whole lot of conversation about how I can't remember my lyrics, I have to read my lyrics and shit. So I thought that he meant that I had to record myself not reading or going off of no lyrics in the battle. So that's why. So I had shot it was like an in studio behind the scenes shit that I had dropped at the same time I dropped the original track, because I thought that's what he meant. And then when I saw what he did, I was like, oh, that's what the fuck he. I was like, because I would have done what he did if it would have been understood, because it would have been easier for me too. I wouldn't have had to get no fucking studio time. I wouldn't have had to find a beat. I wouldn't have did none of that, because I had just misunderstood what he said when he did what he did. So that the reason why it was two completely different, that was kind of my fault.
Okay. Because I was very confused by the two different styles. I was like, all right, like, this is a different way how a battle goes for me, especially when I'm getting into this space myself and just feeling things out. I was like, I like the beat, but then I'm like, I can't judge it the same, and I can't rank it the same, because I'm like, one went acapella and one went the beat. It's just two different things for me. You know?
And then it was kind of a little more. It was friendlier for me than with any other battle, because
and that's with Ren, like, y'all rock with each other.
Yeah, because when I called out Grizzy, he ducked that shit for like months. Grizzy ducked that shit for months. When I called out Knox, he ducked that shit for like 3.5 weeks, and then waited till I battle Ren to piggyback off of that and clout chase off of that. So when it got to Ren, and I was like, I basically was like, hey, don't go there. You don't want to do that shit because I cook you. Is basically what I was saying to Ren. And Ren's response was just, all right, let's do it. He didn't do the knoxhill shit. Oh, I got all of these subs. I don't give free clout. He didn't do none of that. He was like, he was just like, yeah. And as soon as he did that, I was like, oh, damn, now I got respect for this nigga. Because while everybody else is out here running it, everybody else out here running and ducking, he was just like, shit, let's do it.
Hey, Ren, so that took a lot of the chess move.
Hey, bro, that took a lot of venom out of the diss track.
Yeah.
So it went from me, the track went from me wanting to like disrespect this nigga the best to showing who raps the best. I wasn't trying to, I was trying to like, you know what I'm saying, show niggas like who's a better lyricist, better bars, better punches, schemes, all of that. Because normally when I do diss tracks, nigga, I'm like direct. I'm like, you a bitch, nigga, fuck you, I'll beat your ass. Mm-hmm. I'm direct.
I've heard him.
But when it came to that, it was different. And I was like, yo, because he had that, he earned that respect.
Right.
And that's what made me realize, bro, I don't like battling niggas that I'm cool with. Like, I can't, like, the whole just, hey, y'all two, it would be dope if y'all battled. And we like, all right, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Like, I don't like that shit. Like, when I did, like, if I have a problem with somebody, I gotta have a problem with you.
Right.
Or it's not, like, really authentic. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't out here slapboxing niggas on the motherfucker. You know?
Now it's funny that you say that, where it's like, we're getting into the disrespect now, so we're gonna talk about Samson for a little bit. We're gonna talk about the fuckers of Samson, quoting my man here.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We're gonna talk about that, since that's the most recent thing that I heard. Now, I'm not familiar with Samson like that, but I know, we've had a lot of politically charged raps, and I think from your perspective, I liked where you went with it, and I also seen, because I don't really agree with these perspectives when I hear these other raps sometimes, because they go a direction where they're not pointing at both sides, rather than just going towards a leaning towards one side and then just blaming everything else. So I don't really respect that part of the aspect of it, but I like the styles. Yeah. I do like the styles. But what made you want to jump out the window on Samson like that, based off of that song? Because I liked your message, and I don't know if you've seen how I reacted to it, but I was like, if you would have left Samson out of it, I think the message would have been heard better, because you know how people are out here. If you're coming at, their starlets, they ain't gonna hear the message, and they're gonna be biased already. So what was your thought process already?
the shit, like, because it was wild. Because I had seen Stevie Knight react to the Mona Leo song.
Okay.
And how he shitted on it, and I reacted to that. And when I reacted to that, there was people in the comment section that it was like, if you think that was some fucked up shit, go watch how he reacted to Samson's song.
Oh, so you got let.
So I was like, I bet. I was like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I bet. I was like, so I'm gonna just react to that then. And while I'm sitting there reacting to it, I'm like, I'm listening to Samson shit, and as well as Stevie shit, and I'm like, and Stevie just, yeah, this shit fire. And I'm sitting there like, no, bro.
Mic, I know.
Bro, that nigga was sucking so much air dick. That shit was wild, bro.
I know.
That shit was wild. So on top of the shit that Samson was saying, I was like, nah, fuck that. Because I felt like, and then on top of that, because listening to that shit made me realize there aren't a lot of people rapping from my perspective, or from the people that would understand what I'm saying. And I didn't want it to be one side of the fucking story, especially in hip hop or some rap shit.
Understandable.
Like, this is rap. This is hip hop. Like so that niggas shouldn't have the biggest voice on that subject in the shit. So I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Like, even if only a few people hear this shit, like, nah, I gotta put this shit out here, because if ain't nobody else gonna do it,
Nah, that's big facts, because you don't hear too many people speaking or rapping on the subject, which I feel like there's no reason for us to really rap on it too much. I'm not gonna lie, like, that whole situation kind of ain't our problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of ain't our problem, to keep it above. And that's why I also be like, you could have literally left him out of it, and even left the other homie, because, you said his name in the song. I ain't going to say his name, but, we could have left all that out, and that message still could have went there, because I feel like you could have piggybacked off of what Mona Leo did. You know what I'm saying? And
but look, I agree. But then at the same time, you can say that Samson could have did the same thing without mentioning George Floyd. You dedicated whole verses.
Yes, I was gonna get there to that.
You dedicated whole verses to this nigga. So it was like, and he ain't here to defend himself.
And I don't think
he
had
wasn't a
anything to do
rapper
with it.
when
It's
he
two different
passed.
things. I don't know why they're so obsessed with George Floyd in the situation. And me personally, when I keep hearing the narratives, I don't understand the obsession. And that's where I draw the line with the
I
song. Like
don't
it's a
get it
trash
either.
approach. So I feel you on that. I feel
Yeah.
you. I feel you on
Yeah.
that.
So I was like, I had to step up and say some shit and I've been tired of the George Floyd shit. I've been like the lies, all of that. Like the nigga never pulled a gun on a pregnant woman. Like that was a fucking lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit didn't happen. The nigga didn't have any violent crimes. Like the nigga went to jail. Being on drugs don't affect nobody but the nigga who's on drugs. So I'm like, I don't understand.
You know what's crazy about that? Not to get too into it too much on that regard, but it's like,
yeah.
so what if that was the case? It doesn't warrant what we watched. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always look at it. Like since the beginning of time, right? You know, there's always been this thing from people. You know what I'm saying? We don't even got to say it's not a black and white. It's just people in general who just don't want to see things for morals. And there's always been this thing when it comes to situations with us. It's like, well, let's dig into it. Let's do our homework and see why he deserved it versus like it's fucked up that it happened. And now that the shoe was on the other foot, when other homie happened and you see people doing it opposite, that's why these songs are coming out. I'm just like, this don't make no sense. Cause I'm just like, have we not been watching shit for like the last 20 years? Like, this is just what comes with it. You know what I mean? Not to get too heavy into it, but I never understood that part. And then, once again, the online is like gaming. Sometimes it gets a little baity. It gets a little race baity on here and stuff like that. And people like to do things with the keyboard. So I don't even try to battle that part because I'm like, clearly we just want to, I call it fake caring and picking and choosing. You know what I'm saying? We pick and choose when to be angry. And then we just, lean on that.
And then motherfuckers don't even be. I don't even think niggas be really. Not niggas. When I said that, I mean people. I don't even think motherfuckers really be actually mad at the situation. I be thinking they be more mad the fact that we say shit about it. Like it's like we're not allowed to talk about the fuck shit somebody else do. But motherfuckers is always ready to say some shit about what the fuck we doing or what they think we doing or throwing numbers. And like, bro, I done learned so much about myself with these weird ass statistics in the past month. It is crazy, man. Shit that I did not even know, bro. You know,
you been using Google,
bro. So many people that let me know that I grew up without my daddy. And then I call my daddy and I'm like, bro, you knew I grew up without you, right? He's like, what are you talking? Like it's weird, bro. These niggas it's weird, bro. It's weird.
Especially when you don't fit any of those so-called stats that people be talking about that are so worldwide. You're like, wait, what? Like, I don't even think like that. Like, what are we talking about? I'm not even feeling entitled. I don't feel victimized. Nothing. Like, I'll always be screaming that shit myself. I'd be like, I'd be like, where are these numbers coming from, dog? Like, who are these people we talking to? Numbers kind of lie sometimes. I know Jay-Z said men lie, women lie, numbers don't, but numbers lie sometimes, dog. Stats ain't always facts.
Yeah, nigga, I now hate the word victim and the word context. Them is two words that I can't stand no more because them motherfuckers will throw that shit out. Like, I don't understand, like, what type of mental gymnastics do you have to call somebody who is fighting back a victim? Because calling shit out, putting it on blast, speaking on it, that's fighting back. How is that being a victim? I would think being a victim would be doing what they want you to do and then shut the fuck up about it. Like if you it's like you call the motherfuckers victims, but you want niggas to be victims, and you mad that they not victims, so you say they victims. Like it's weird. Like I don't fucking understand it.
I
bro, I smoke so much weed daily trying to figure this shit out, and it ain't hit me yet. Like I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know. It's weird.
Now, my question, we still on Samson and the diss and everything, that because I really like that track too, like that beat you did in the hook. I don't know if you were singing on the hook or if you took that hook from a sample or something, but everything about that was nothing but soul and collard greens to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that was full of soul and collard greens, bro. I was fucking with that song heavy, bro.
Bro, that's why I was trying to make it literally the stark opposite of what Samson did, because to me what he did was like some bland. It was like boiled chicken. Mm-hmm. Like it was just like some boiled chicken with a little sprinkle of pink salt in that motherfucker, and like that was it. That's what I felt like.
Right.
So I was like, that's why I wanted to make a song instead of just rapping straight through. I'm like, I'm gonna write a song. I'm gonna give y'all a hook. I'm gonna give y'all like a little bridge up under that, like all kind of shit. Like I'm gonna actually show you some hip hop shit and not just get on the motherfucking mic and fucking complain and cry, like, you know.
And that's why I respect
So
your
yeah,
battle approach about it too. Like I see the battle aspect that you took about it while making a song, which sometimes it's hard for artists to kind of differentiate between making a diss record and a battle record and also blending it and mixing it with like a smooth track. So I also got to give you mad props on that because I heard that in the sound. Like,
I
though I don't
appreciate
think I
that.
agree with every point made, because you know me, I don't be agreeing with every fucking thing. But like, though I might
Yeah,
have
yeah.
took a different approach and everything, I really like that. So like, with me asking you that because I see that you can blend it to, do you prefer battle records or do you prefer making records? You know what I'm saying, with a hook in the bridge and
I
stuff.
prefer making. I prefer songwriting.
Okay.
Honestly, like bro, like real shit. Like, and that's another thing that people love to say. Like, oh, all he do is make diss tracks. Bro. I didn't make my first like diss track until I got on like this YouTube shit in like the past 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Like if you listen to Brevity, the Brevity album, if you listen to While You Were Sleeping album, if you listen to my Euphoria album, my Kinglish mixtape, or No Whack Shit mixtape, there's no disses to anybody on any of them. It was
Right.
just me either rapping or songwriting. So, and the reason why I wanted to like jump out the window as some niggas that was talking shit is because I hadn't. Like I'm I knew for myself. I'm like, I can write songs. That's easy. I can write freestyles. I can just spit some shit. That's easy. Let me go cook somebody now. And then you know what I'm saying? Like it's like another notch I wanted to have under my shit.